Hi, welcome to your equine education video. My name's Kat and this is O. Henry. Today we're going to talk about something that's really important as a horse owner, leaser, or rider. This is a very serious condition known as colic. And now you may be thinking to yourself, I've heard that term before, and it's because babies can get colic too. But with our horses, it can be quite a bit more serious. So Mr. Henry here is not colicking, he's just for demonstration. But colic is a gastrointestinal issue. It's like having a bad tummy ache. But with horses, it can be caused by so many different issues, and it's important to know what the causes are, how to prevent it, how to treat it. So the first sign of colic is that my horse is rolling. So if he's really dirty, he has sawdust all over him, he has rolled a bunch, or he's actively rolling when I come in the barn, I want to keep an eye, make sure he's not just rolling one time, because that's normal for horses, especially when they get new bedding. But if he's continuing to roll, if he is looking in distress, he's sweaty, if he hadn't pooped overnight or hadn't drank any of his water, those are other things that I would be looking for as the owner to make sure. And then I can be checking things like his temperature, his pulse, and his respiration. I can be checking to see how uncomfortable he looks, if he's thrashing around. All of those are signs of colic. So we want to be, as the horse owner, very observant to what's going on with my horse's health. Now, what do we do about colic? Well, the very first thing we want to do is get our horse up and get them walking. We want to move them to help move around anything going on in their tummy. Sometimes just going for a good hand walk is all it takes to fix it. Other times, when it's going to progress, the next step we want to do is to make sure to remove any food from his stall, because if he has a blockage from a foreign body that he's ingested, then we're going to be adding more pressure on top of the pile. So we're going to take away all food, make sure he has clean water, and we want to pick all the poop out of his stall. Now, why we do that is because we want to keep an eye to see if he poops again. It's important to be able to tell the veterinarian if he's still passing manure. Now, if my horse is still colicking after a good long hand walk and he's still really uncomfortable and in distress, it's time to call a veterinarian. Now, there are a multitude of reasons that my horse could be colicking. There's some simple ones like we get ourselves, where gas pain. We maybe ate something that didn't agree with us, or ate too fast, or they could have eaten too quickly after riding and have a tummy ache, and they have a little gas pain. Usually the hand walking will help them get some farts out and they'll feel a ton better. They also could have ingested a foreign body, like I said before. So that's things from like eating their hay off sand. They could have some sand blocking their intestines, or they ate binder twine or something that doesn't belong in our horse's belly. Another reason that's a very common one is dehydration. So if my horse didn't have access to clean water, or sometimes we just have picky ponies who go to shows and don't like the taste of other water, they get dehydrated and the food doesn't have enough lubrication to move through their whole system. So we want to make sure that our horses always have good clean water and that we're monitoring how much they're drinking, because those can affect. But colic can get a lot more serious than that. Horses, by design, have a bunch of potential space in their abdomen, of open space that's not being used. Our intestines are packed really tight, whereas there's lots of open space in our ponies. So if they roll around or get up a certain way, they can actually fold their intestines and kink it off. It's like bending a straw. So nothing's going to pass through there. Sometimes moving our horses and getting them walking can help fix that. Our veterinarians can also give them some oil to help loosen everything through. But a lot of the times when they have what we call a twisted gut, it results in surgery for our horses. So it can be quite a critical condition. Also, like if you've ever bent off a straw, once you bend it in one space, it's actually way easier to do it again. So horses who end up having a twisted gut surgery are more inclined to have that again. So very important when we have our horse colicking to address the signs quickly, not let them continue rolling, and as soon as it feels out of our control, that we get our veterinarian out here right away. Also, when our vet comes, they can help us give our pony some pain medicine to help manage their symptoms as well. Thanks for following along. I hope you guys enjoyed your video.